Tea, surprisingly.
Southern fried wall bangers, the new crispy coated sausages from Wall. Wall bangers.
Crispy bangers from Wall.
Every day on the Big Breakfast next week.
The game everybody's talking about.
Get your novelty nuts out.
Get your novelty nuts out.
Nuts out.
Get your novelty.
Nobody.
Get your novelty nuts out. Get your novelty nuts out. Get your novelty.
It's brilliant to be there.
Get your novelty nuts out.
Tintin uncovers another plot to threaten world peace in half an hour in part 2 of The Land of Black Gold. Before that, there's a plot to split up Betty's bunch, and they're determined to do something about it.
We're kids from Betty's bunch, living in a house together 'cause we're so young. Oh yeah. Not your typical nuclear family, but we're adjusted and we're able. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Betty loves the bunch, and the bunch loves Betty. 'Cause she's so fine.
Good luck, Chrissy. Sorry. Chrissy! Hi, guys!
Billy! It's you guys! I knew you'd come.
Got to be changed. This is wasted. Is Miss Quinter here?
Shove her back down there and then head straight for the island. No one will ever find us there.
You're to be separated and placed into foster homes. I've come to help you pack.
Separate places.
Of course.
But why can't we be together?
No one is going to be that silly.
Mum was that silly.
Yes. And look at where it got you. Deserted, neglected.
Come on, Miss Gardner, we would have been quite okay together.
Michael, self-support systems within the home environment work only in the context of a clear adult role model.
In the face of adversity.
Foster homes have been arranged. In this, we are all extremely fortunate. Now let's get on with it.
Come on, Billy, it's not the end of the world. I want my mum.
We all do, mate. We all do. That was obviously fake. It's amazing, really. Schwarzenegger's like one of those Roman gladiators.
Like what?
Well, like a Roman gladiator. You know, training, finesse, weapons, especially hand weapons. Selected with opponents twice his size.
You want to watch TV?
No, not really.
Well, I do. So shut up.
Say, she's not lying. Yes, you always been heavy. Even as a kid, she used to sit on me and squash me. Wouldn't let me up till I gave her me play money.
That is a downright lie, Arthur Quinter, and well you know it.
Oh, shut up, Betty. Hey, is that it? Home away from home, Arthur. We shall be as snug as a bug in a rug here. Rather stayed in the water. Shut up!
How do you get it so silky? I use this conditioner. Really? That costs heaps.
I know.
It's incredible. It's amazing. Don't you reckon?
Yeah. I trust that will meet with your approval, sir.
It's like dishwater.
Yes, well, it's the water around here, Arthur. Well, try as one might, one cannot make a decent cup of tea with it.
You can't make a decent cup of full stop. You never could.
Oh, stop your moaning, Arthur.
And you shut up. Tell her to shut up, Charmer.
Do shut up, Betty.
Shut up, Charmer.
Oh, shut up, the both of you.
Temper, temper.
You should never have brought her.
I'll second that.
Do you want your loot, Arthur, or do you not?
And I think your clothes are charming, dear, charming.
Thanks.
And exactly what you've been used to, I'm sure.
Well, it suits the...
But I think that we can do a little bit better.
Sorry?
A little bit better, dear? A few amendments to the wardrobe. What do you think, girls? A few additions to the wardrobe?
I'm sure it's not necessary.
Necessity, my dear, might well be the mother of invention. But she never was a very well-dressed mother, was she?
I'm sorry?
And the department appreciates your assistance, as does Billy. Don't you, Billy? Billy?
I suppose so.
Don't you worry about him, Miss Gartner. Me and the boys will sort him out. You've always been the same, Arthur. You always were a lying, snivelling, thieving little cheat. I remember when you used to steal Mum's purse to buy lollies for the other kids. And no one liked you, did they, Arthur? And they still don't, do they, Arthur?
What about another nice cup of tea, Arthur?
And you're still trying to steal purses.
You know where you can stick the tea, don't you, Charmer? Another those cup of tea.
Well, you won't get mine.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, my sweet. That is where you are very, very wrong.
Oh, bide your bum, Charmer.
Because look what we found in your hat box, my dear.
Where did you get that?
In your hat box, my dear. On the top of your wardrobe, my dear, where you had hidden it. But more importantly, sweet sister of my very dear old friend, what does it open?
Coffee, Sonny? Coffee! No, I was just playing this. When you're told to jump, Sonny, you jump and fast. Coffee!
What does it open? Hmm? Come on, Betty, what does it open?
She always was stubborn, like a mule.
It was in your hat box. It's obviously important, so why don't you tell us what it opens?
You were always stupid, Arthur, like an ox.
Sentimental, is it, Betty? Hmm? I mean, what's all this darling stuff?
What darling stuff?
The key. It has darling written on the tag.
No one in their right mind would call her darling. Would they, darling?
Bite your bums, the pair of you.
Is it that bad? Aunt Beto always said you loaded on with a trowel. She did not, and it's true. There were some bad. She did. I don't like my place either. They're really weird. But they're horrible. Anyway, I don't care. It doesn't matter. What do you mean? It doesn't. Nothing matters. Come on, Billy. It does. Nothing matters and nobody cares. Of course it does. Everything...
Do you want your loot, Arthur, or don't you?
Good. I'd rather be back inside with a decent cuppa.
Will you tell me, you stupid woman? You're a stupid, stupid woman. And will you tell me? You get the money.
Got myself out to get into this.
Hidden it away.
Now what is the key for?
Steady on, mate, steady on. She's my flesh and blood.
Good, then you try. Is this the key? Yes, Arthur, that is the key.
It's a post office box key. A Sydney post office box key.
It's a what?
Me and another trustee used to clear the box at the Long Bay Jail. This is a post office box key from Sydney. And this Darling stuff, that'll be the Darling Point branch in Sydney.
And he just walked off.
What, by himself?
Wouldn't even talk to me. He reckons no one cares.
Well, that's just Billy all over, though. He just folds up.
Aunt Bet could cheer him up. She always could.
Where is she?
No, don't, Megan.
Well, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
I don't know. I just don't know, okay? But I'll tell you one thing. We're not going to give in to Shil Gartner's half-baked, dick-headed ideas. They're not going to win. They're not going to split us apart. We won't let them. We're Betty's bunch, remember? Come on. Give me 5. Yeah. Oh, that's better.
The woman has more nous than I'd given her credit for.
Betty?
It's a scheme worthy of a pro, my dear old Arthur. Worthy of that select band of adventurers, among whose ranks you yourself stand tall.
Me?
The post office box, Arthur. Locked and paid up for years to come. That's the perfect hiding place. No one to go there. Innocent. And accessible.
And in Sydney.
And in... Yes, as you so correctly observe, my dear Arthur, and in Sydney. Oh, nothing's perfect.
Yo, she had my loot all the time. You call yourself a sister?
Oh, no, Arthur, I'd never admit to it.
And all along you've been keeping it for yourself.
Now, you just remember one thing, Arthur. You just remember that not everyone is a thief. Not everyone is greedy, and not everyone thinks of nothing but themselves, their ill-gotten gains, and their evil, toadying little schemes.
My own sister.
Don't jump too quickly to conclusions.
When can we leave?
Now, hold fast, Arthur.
I want it, Charmer, and I want it now.
What about Betty?
Eh?
Well, we can't leave her here, old son. We'll have to take her with us.
Silly, greedy boys. Find out for yourselves.
She is a large and rather violent woman, and our chances of getting her on a plane would be, I suspect, nil. We would, of course, express our gratitude in the usual way. So what do you think, ladies?
What do you reckon, partner?
Fishing's quiet. The weather's against us. I could fancy a bit of shopping at Double Bay.
So what do you reckon?
And if it's jaunt to Sydney, why not?
Right, item 1, us, in dreadful foster homes. What are we going to do?
The fact is, we've just got to try. We've got to make a go of it.
Well, speak for yourself.
You're just like Miss Gartner. It's for your own good.
Well, it is.
Come off it, Mick.
No, it is. We haven't any option.
You don't care. You just want to get rid of me and break the whole thing up. You just want to be really mean to me.
Shut up, Billy. If we could all come back and live here, we would. If we could all run away together, we would, but we can't. They'll be after us like a shot. We've just got to sit tight and wait till things cool down, okay?
Come on, Billy, we'll walk you home. This is home.
Billy, come on. It's not going to be for much longer. I know what I'm doing, okay?
Well, what are you going to do?
I haven't a clue, but I'll think of something. I have to.
I can feel it in me waters. This is one trip I'm going to enjoy.
You're a despicable, snivelling toad!
I've heard it said that American culture created Rambo.
Bull? Stallone created Rambo. It's on the box.
It's so humiliating the defeat suffered by the US Army in Southeast Asia during the 60s and 70s that Rambo represents a classic revision of history. The bad guys lose, America wins, and history's rewritten.
Pause the movie, dog, or we'll rewrite you.
And Terry said Maggie was a...
You know.
She is too.
Do you reckon?
I reckon. And that Terry,
He's choice.
Choice car. Don't you two talk about anything else? What? Hair, makeup at boys. I don't know, it's really dumb.
Dumb.
I reckon.
Well, I think you're dumb.
Yeah, at least we're not talking about dirty clothes.
Or smelly old houses in Freeman's Bay.
Or how much fun it is to live off social welfare.
At least we're not in care.
Yeah, that's right.
And while you're living in our house, why don't you just shut up?
It takes me back, Arthur, to a time of innocence, to a time of good fortune in the tides of man.
And social welfare will give us some money towards a new one.
There's some lovely stuff in Foster's. It's just a question of looking round, really. Some lovely stuff in the shops. But Aunt Bet knitted it for me.
I'm gonna die, Charmer, I'm gonna. Call me a doctor. Call me a hearse. Charmer.
Shut up, Arthur. Leave me alone, will you? Leave me alone.
Come and see the Vegemite sandwich, you two.
How kind. What's happening? What's happening?
At a rough guess, old charmer, I'd say the engine's just given up the ghost.
Is what?
Not good enough, Billy. Not good enough at all. You've left the bathroom in a terrible state. It's a real mess. Now go and tidy it up. Now. Now. Never seen this house in such a mess. Beds haven't been made.
But I did them this morning.
Don't argue with me, Billy. Those bedrooms are a disgrace. And they weren't before you came. Now jump to it. Smartly.
Chrissy, is that you? Billy, how are you? Get the others and meet me in the garage in half an hour. Now, hang on. It's urgent. Half an hour or else.
You're very welcome to use the phone, Christine. Very welcome.
Thanks.
But do bear in mind it's a busy house and calls must be kept short and infrequent.
When you've done that, there's those clothes to be folded and hung up.
They aren't mine.
You ungrateful little beggar. That's what I should have said to social welfare, I suppose, when they asked me to take you in. Not mine. Not mine. I don't care whose they are, Sonny. You pick them up. And that is not a made bed in my house. Now do it again. Do it properly.
I don't care, Mac. I just don't care, and I don't care what any of you say.
Billy,
I know what you're going to say, but I don't care. Billy! You can't leave me there. It's just no good. Look, we're all in the same boat. Then you're just as bad as them. It's just as bad for us. I love Mum. I love you all, and I love being at home. But those dorks are really stupid.
I know.
What?
I know. The whole thing's just real impossible.
It You're a funny boy, Billy. You really are. And I'll tell you this, you're more family than I've ever had, and I'm not letting that go, okay?
None of us are.
You mean all of you?
I'll tell you what, mate. We may not be a proper family, or a properer family than any I know. You, and Chrissy, and me, oh, and Aunt Bet.
And we don't have to take this bull from anyone.
We don't, do we?
No, we're Betty's bunch, aren't we?
Yeah, so what do you reckon?
Give him heaps.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Waifs and strays stuff this. Waifs and strays.
Are you nuts?
There's good news and bad.
Is that so? What's the good news?
The good news is that we've taken apart large chunks of the engine and have established that the Kaiwaka should be running like a dream, theoretically.
And the bad?
We seem to run out of fuel.
We what?
We're out of fuel.
That's not the worst of it. See, the bilge pumps run off the engine. It's filling up fast. So we all better start bailing fast, because right now, we seem to be sinking.
So you let me out to save your stinking hide.
The less said about stinking hides, my dear, the better. You've been down that fish hole too long.
You want to stay down there and drown?
Oh, if I thought it meant that you'd drown with me, I would almost welcome it.
Can we just put aside these minor disagreements and agree to work together?
Minor disagreements. Oh, I'll give you minor disagreements. Fail, you lovers! Your lives depend on it! Bite your bums, a lot of you! Oh, lazy, shiftless lot.
Keeping up with it.
We're not sinking, then?
Nah. But this fuel thing's a bit of a worry.
Something will turn up. It always does.
You're right, you know.
Charmer! It's your idea.
Yes, it was.
Could be at home now with a nice hot cuppa. But oh no, you and your idiotic schemes.
Oh dear, Arthur, we shall have to think of something fast.
Start thinking.
Otherwise, I fear the game just might be up.
We're the kids from Betty's bunch, living in a house together 'cause we're so young. Oh yeah, not your typical nuclear family, but we're adjusted and we're able. Oh yeah,
Sometimes something is creeping after dark. We can hear their echoes swooshing through the park.
We are the local adversaries of another gang from over Blake Street. Oh yeah, who are the kids and who are the heroes? Who's putting who on? Oh yeah,
Betty loves the bunch, and the bunch loves Betty.
'cause she's so fine. We are the kids from Betty's bunch. We are the kids from Betty's bunch.
Tips for a growing boy. Sisters are a mouthful.
Girl, right there, right there.
Older brothers are wussies. Practice self-control with elders. He's a butt. And don't live next door to your teacher. Get out of my face. Childhood a piece of cake?
I think it's a cruel and unusual life-sucking torture.
Boy Meets World, Wednesdays at 6:30 on 4.
Coming next, an oily mess for Tintin in the land of black gold. As any squirrel will tell you, the new nursery treehouse is the best place for babies to play in the whole of Sylvania Wood. There's Nanny Timbertop, the koala bear family, and the squirrels playing hide and seek. Sylvanian families in their nursery treehouse. It's a wonderful world.
Imperial Leather Mild is new, white and mild. It's gentle too.
New Imperial Leather Mild.
If you're about to buy a mobile phone, the way to avoid slipping up is to go to People's Phone and check out which of our 12 tariffs is cheapest for you. People's Phone, where talk is cheaper. For your nearest shop, call 0345 10 11 12.
Has this ever happened to you? What a mess. What about this for a carpet design? Trails, tracks, spills, stains. This carpet has had it. But wait, introducing No Wet Wonder Foam, the miracle carpet cleaner. Let's make it a real test. Sump oil, shoe polish, soot, crayon. Can you believe your eyes? Wonder Foam works gently and turns to crystals, trapping residue dirt. Your vacuum does the rest. Some stubborn stains may, however, need a second application. This specially designed applicator is lightweight, but up to the toughest job. If Wonder Foam doesn't work this effectively, we'll gladly refund your money. Here's how to order. Call 0726 222 100 or make your cheque payable to No Wet Wonder Foam and send it to No Wet Wonder Foam, Admail 54, Plymouth PL1 2YD. One bottle is £9.95, 2 bottles only £14.95, plus postage and packing. Call 0726 222 100 now.
Looking for cheaper car insurance? Ring 0800 600 800. Admiral could be your way to cheaper comprehensive car insurance. Admiral 0800 600 800.
Please call 0345 315 315 now to make a donation. You can help the British Red Cross save lives.
Every day on the Big Breakfast next week.
The game everybody's talking about.
Get your novelty nuts out.
Get your novelty nuts out.
Nuts out.
Get your novelty.
Novelty.
Get your novelty nuts out. Get your novelty nuts out. Get your novelty.
It's brilliant to be there.
Get your novelty nuts out.
Crashing onto Channel 4 every Tuesday night, it's Rocco. A wallaby of smarts.
Oh, cold-blooded.
A wallaby of sophistication.
Funky. Leave that alone.
A wallaby that's smooth.
You've got a buoy in your pants.
In fact, a real
I think I
wallaby.
was destined to exist in an endless world of filth.
It's that sad marsupial living his modern life every Tuesday at 6:30 on 4.
Now on 4, when it comes to mysteries, there's no better detective than Tintin.